Welcome to an episode of Founder in the Chair. I'm your host, Fina, and I've got two lovely ladies here with me today. So two guests today who are working tirelessly to help businesses. So they are setting up a platform where you can come and showcase your business, because sometimes we're working behind the scenes, but nobody gets to see us. You might be just online. Here, you're going to get to come and meet your clients. So I'm really excited to welcome Amber and Rye.
Thank
Welcome,
you.
ladies.
Thank you for having us.
So before we talk about Big Fat Indian Pop-Up, which is what the pop-up's called, I would like to just know a little bit about you. So we'll start with you, Amber.
Sure. So
Tell us who you are and what you do.
I'm Amber. I am the founder of the UK's first online marketplace in the UK, where you're able to buy, sell, lend and borrow your entire South Asian wardrobe. Not just women's wear, it's menswear and kids wear too. I'm a mama of two.
Okay.
Two very young girls, and yeah, in all honesty, it's my dream business. I'm living my best life at the moment.
Wow. And how long have you been doing that?
So Glamber is coming up to 1 year.
Okay.
We're still going to be celebrating our 1 year birthday in February, but it's been sort of about 2 years in the making. So a lot of stuff that's been going on behind the scenes.
Okay. And what did you do before that?
So I came from the charity sector and have worked in health and social care. I've been a director of companies, head of service, head of strategic direction. So kind of came from the corporate charity world, but it was predominantly in safeguarding and in the charity sector.
Love that. Thank you. And you, Rye?
Hi, so I'm Rye. I'm a makeup artist and also the founder of Big Fat Indian Pop-Up, which started back in May last year. So yeah, it's been keeping me busy. I'm a mum of two as well. They're not so little. I've got an 18-year-old, so they're pretty much grown up now. And I come from a corporate background. So I was in recruitment for tier one banks for probably about 17 years.
Wow.
And the year before in November, took redundancy. And that's where the Big Fat Indian Pop-Up was born. And I've loved every minute of it.
Wow. Love that. Where did you get the name?
You know what? It's really just out the blue. I didn't put any thought into it.
Yeah.
And I just thought, we're focusing on South Asian brands. So it was just like, let's just call it the Big Fat Indian Pop-Up. And it stuck and it did really well. I think people are recognising it. So it just stuck and I went with it. I rolled with it.
Love it. Your logo's very catchy as well.
Yeah. Again, that was like, what can we do? Let's make it fun.
Yeah.
And we've changed the logo quite a few times along the way, but I wanted to keep the couple going through it. It's what we're recognised for. So the new branding also has the cute little couple in it as well.
People have suggested that it's a matrimonial.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
Really?
Oh, yes. I've had a mum ring me up and say I'm looking for a husband for my daughter.
Well, maybe that's a new business idea for you. That could be next.
Who knows?
Wow. So tell me Amber, how do you fit into this next pop-up event?
So I actually popped up for the first time with Glamber. So at Rye's very first pop-up in May last year. And I loved every single second of it. From the planning of it to the execution on the day, the support that I was given. I just found it just so supportive and wonderful. And since then, I've actually done majority of the pop-ups with you. I've exhibited with you. It's quite an addictive feeling, really, to be honest with you. Pre and post, it's wonderful meeting so many people, not only businesses, but also the general public as well. And Rye sort of approached me tail end of last year and said, Amber, look, we want to go bigger and better with the next pop-up.
Yeah.
And can I say this, that you said that you love what I do and you wanted to bring a sustainability twist to the next pop-up and you wanted a partner on the next one to just take it to that next level.
Yeah.
And we both agreed that, we've got the time, the capacity and the passion more than anything else to grow this and make this next event on the 1st of March just the most epic one that we've done so far. So that's how I kind of fit in just as a partner on this one. But we wanted to bring sustainability, shopping habits to the forefront as well.
And it's been received well, hasn't it? So we've had a really good response. So
How many people do you have at the moment?
to date, 46.
Wow, so 46 businesses.
Yes, 46.
What sort of businesses?
So anything from clothing, South Asian clothing, jewellery, beauty. What else have we got?
Health and well-being.
Health and well-being.
Yeah.
Events companies,
Yeah.
DJs.
Just as a whole array. I think what we wanted to do for this one was not to focus just on wedding suppliers
Yeah.
and wedding vendors,
Yeah.
but those businesses who are quite, quirky and different.
Yeah.
So it makes it different from any of the other kind of pop-ups and exhibitions that are out there at the moment. And the target audience isn't just those who
Yeah.
are getting married. It's the entire South Asian community, whether it's, women, girls who are getting married, children, families for a day out. We
Yeah.
wanted to make it really inclusive for everyone to come along. So we've got businesses who are a little bit quirky as well, and doing something different, because that's what the Big Fat Indian Pop-Up is about.
Yeah.
It's about providing that platform for people who are a little bit different and who don't necessarily fit into the kind of wedding suppliers kind of set, if that
Yeah.
makes sense.
I think it's more we're trying to kind of aim it at a family day out as opposed to just a pop-up for women to come along and shop. For wedding stuff. It's more than that.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely we've got some interesting vendors on board where we've got some interactive masterclasses taking place on the day as well, which we're really super excited about. So there will be lots going on the day for anyone to come and be a part of. We've had a good response for the masterclasses. One's pretty much sold out.
Can you share what they are?
Yes, I think we can.
Yeah.
So I'll be doing a mini masterclass on makeup. We'll have Jazz Oleg doing a Bhangra class.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
We've got a Doll masterclass, Doll players.
Life of a Dawn player. They'll be coming along to do one masterclass as well.
We've got a classical dancer, but
Nice.
she's going to bring bit of a fusion.
Yeah.
So we're really excited about that one. And I think,
So what they'll join, so if I'm visiting, we'll be joining in.
Yeah.
yes, that's
Okay.
exactly. So they'll be pulling people in, come along, have a little go. So yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. And I think the kids, especially young children, will really, really enjoy it. So yeah, we just wanted to bring something different rather than your usual pop-up. There's so much competition out there. So we thought, let's think outside the box. And how can we make this more fun and more of a family event out? And Windsor Racecourse is such a lovely venue. So yeah.
Exciting. So if I was a vendor, so I'm a business and I come to you guys and I'm like, yeah, I sell jewelry, for example. How do you make sure I've got the right amount of space? You've asked me all the questions of what I need. Like, is there an onboarding process? What do you do to make sure my experience of exhibiting at Big Fat Indian Pop-Up is the best experience I'm going to have at a pop-up?
Okay. So things have been done slightly different to the pop-ups before. We have a booking form, which gives you all the information that you need in terms of the size. I mean, you can come and ask us questions as well, because some people aren't sure about what size they would need, and we guide them in the right direction, just looking at their page or looking at previous pop-ups they might have done, or if they're completely new, we'll be honest and say, look, I think you'll only need 6 foot by 6 foot, or I think you'll need something bigger. We have some Zoom sessions going with vendors on onboarding, but also they're not set up yet, but also talking to them about how their display should look.
Yeah.
How to have your stand, how to make it look aesthetically pleasing, how to pull clients in, vendors in, attendees, sorry. But yeah, there's all these little training sessions happening in the background. And we're open. They can pick up the phone anytime and just come and ask us whatever they need. So it's quite a supportive community. And that was our main aim, to make it a community where you can just come and ask anything and feel like you've got the support that you need.
So you're building a community, you're going to support them to make sure, just like if you're brand new, sometimes you don't know how to set up your stand.
I think that's exactly what it is. And because I have just very recently popped up and exhibited for the first time, I've got that kind of first-hand experience as well. It's very nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Doing it for the first time, you don't know about, payment systems, about how to map out your space. It's just really basic things that I think people need to know the answers to. So we're running sessions where it's almost like a exhibiting 101. So if you're a newbie to the group or if you just want a bit of a refresher, we run those sessions with you just to give you the kind of basics and then provide you with like some literature afterwards to take away, almost like a checklist that you can tick things off, because you forget.
Yeah.
Every time that I've exhibited 3 times now, every time I add something to it, or I think, oh God, I need to get this done beforehand, you know. So it's things like getting your leaflet sorted, getting all your collateral done, mapping out your space, ordering stuff in time so you're not panic buying towards the end. They're the experiences, in all honesty, that I've had, that I've panic bought certain things. And we want to ensure that our vendors don't do that, you know, so they've got enough time and to get whatever they want, but then also come and ask questions. No question is a silly question. Trust me, I've asked all the silly questions. No question's a silly one. You know, we're really open. We've got WhatsApp groups. They can message us individually. They can message in the group. And what we're finding is it's really lovely to see some of the bonds that are being created and collaborations that are being created within within the WhatsApp group and within the group of vendors. Like, they're really supportive and just wanting everyone to kind of win, which is great.
The other side of it is we're really helping with the marketing as well. So they all get individual marketing. It's not just one flyer, here you go, use this. They get individual marketing that they can share on their own Instagrams, stories, posts, but also guiding them, because sometimes they don't know how to add a link, or you know, they don't know how to tag people, but that's where our sessions really help, guiding them along the process and showing them what to do. And I think that's been really, really helpful. Especially, we've got a handful of vendors that are popping up for the first time, so they really need this guidance, and that's where we kind of step in and guide them along the way. Even simple things like table covers, where to go. It's just simple things, you know, that people don't know.
So Amber, you said you exhibited for the first time. If there was one hot tip you could give to a brand new vendor, what would it be?
Mark out your space at home. Do a dry run at home.
I remember you doing that last time.
Do a dry run at home. I can't tell you how important it is. Because the last thing you want to do is take all of this stuff, get there, and then you've got a smaller spot and then you're just going to be panicking. Do a dry run at home. I cannot stress that enough. I'm not very good with measurements. It's my weakness. I have marked out spaces in my hallway at home. At my mum's house, I've marked out. I've constantly just done it and I've put my rails on there. I've put my mannequin there because I want to know what it looks like and what it feels like. Because on the day when you go and when you set up, don't underestimate how long it takes you to set things up and get things how you want them. So do a dry run at home. It's very, very important to do it, because then you can see what you've got and what you need and where the gaps are.
That's actually a really good idea. So in a past life, I used to do saris, and you put rails up, your rail's 6 foot long, and then you've got to allow people to browse. You know, sometimes people think, oh, let me just take lots of stock, but where are people actually going to browse?
Exactly.
So that's actually a really good tip. Anything you would give as a tip, right?
I think for me, it's mainly, I think on the actual day itself, you've got to be engaging. You've got to pull the attendees in, make your stall stand out, and, you know, stand there with a smile on your face. You know, don't just sit there and expect people to come to you. You've got to be engaging and pull the crowd in. And that's kind of the FOM experience as well, I think, from previous pop-ups. So, and just enjoy the day. Have lots of fun. Come and enjoy yourself and keep hydrated.
Bring snacks.
Bring snacks, because you will forget to eat. You don't get a chance.
Well, if it's really busy, I've been to one of yours before. It's just so busy. And you're just like ordering McDonald's or something. Quickly eat under the table.
We've had that. But we'll have vendors catering on the day, so we'll be fed.
Hopefully.
And do you have anyone sponsoring the event? Any headline sponsors?
We've got Occasions by Rash, who are an incredible decor company. They will be there on the day, setting up different spaces for the masterclasses.
Nice.
He is just his stuff's amazing, and his backdrops and
Yeah, he's really
what he
good.
does, his supply, like he's obviously a wedding supplier, but he does some amazing stuff. So we've got Occasions by Rash, we've got our DJs
We've got our
on
DJs,
board,
yeah.
and then we've got our collaborators too.
Who are your collaborators?
So like Rice said, we've got Jas Arlock,
Oh yeah.
Life of the Doll Player.
Okay.
We've got Gurpreet from the Inside Makeup podcast. We've got Bargee's Chronicles, who's going to be coming and taking lots of content on the day for us as well, social media content. We have the Classical Dancer who's on board, and we're just securing the last few.
Yeah, so there's a
Very
few that
exciting.
we're still in conversation
Yeah.
with, but haven't
So
been
if somebody
finalised.
wants to be a sponsor, how do they approach you?
DM us.
Yeah, just
Get in
send us a
touch.
DM. Do a
Email
DM.
us, yeah.
Yeah.
What's your page called?
Big Fat Indian Pop-Up by Rye.
And is that just on Instagram?
Yes,
Are
on
you on
Instagram.
any other platforms?
TikTok,
Okay.
just recently. We set up on TikTok. So yeah, TikTok and Instagram are the main ones, and they can email me as well.
Okay. So what's the future for Big Fat Indian Pop-Up?
Ooh, what's the future? So my vision is to take for the Big Fat Indian Pop-Up to be recognised, to collaborate with some big brands along the way, and have some sponsorship on board, and also to take it to new cities. So we were talking, hopefully, go to the Midlands, maybe globally. Who knows? So
Wow.
that is the plan. That's the dream. But that's where I want to take it. So yeah, we're definitely, I think it's on the radar. We want to take it to
Dubai, here we
cities.
come.
Oh, yeah, oh God. That is the dream, Dubai.
Love that.
I've been to a pop-up in Dubai and I absolutely loved it. So
Yeah.
that would be the dream.
I love that. I love
Yeah.
your vision.
Watch this space.
Yeah. Well, everything starts somewhere. So
Absolutely
I
does.
remember your first one was in Raisbury Village Hall.
Yes, it was.
And how many vendors did you have then?
We had 25
Okay.
25 vendors. And then, it got more in Langley. I think it was about 32. Mm-hmm. And then back at Raisbury. But this time, we just wanted to go a little bit bigger. And I think it's been taken well. I think just having Windsor Racecourse, it's so iconic. I think it's really pulling in the people and it's doing well. So, no, we're really excited.
And is there parking?
More than enough parking. There's
Free
ample
parking?
parking.
Free
Free
parking.
parking, yeah.
Okay.
Free entry, free parking.
And anything else that people who are coming, who are going to be attending, that they should know? So you've said about all the dancers, the door players, etc.
Yeah.
What else can they expect on the day?
Exclusive discounts
Yeah.
from vendors.
Okay.
Vendors will be doing exclusive discounts on the day in particular. They can get some really yummy food, really delicious food.
Yeah.
They're just going to have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
There's going to be activities for children as well.
Okay.
We're just securing that at the moment. There's just going to be some activities for the children so they're not just being dragged around by mum and dad.
Yeah.
Something to keep them entertained.
Okay.
I think I'm just going to announce it now as well. I was going to do a post later, but I'm just going to announce it on the podcast.
Amber. Go on.
So Glamber will be, we're going to run 2 sessions on the day, in the morning and the afternoon, where if you are an attendee coming over to the Big Fat Indian Pop-Up, please bring down any outfits that you would like listed onto Glamber, because we will take images of them and we will describe them for you and give you all of that so you can list them there and then on the day. And that's going to be free of charge.
So if I bring my whole suitcase of clothes,
You've already bought your suitcase. You've already given me your suitcase. You're not allowed to bring
I have
anything.
another suitcase.
No, you're going to have to wait. But if you have a set piece, let's say you've got a gorgeous lehenga and you're just like, I haven't got time to upload it. I haven't got time to take pictures of it. Bring it down. Let us do it for you.
So
We're
just
gonna
to
be
clarify,
running.
please don't bring a whole suitcase.
Please don't bring a suitcase.
Bring the odd one or two outfits.
Yeah, bring the odd 1 or 2 outfits. Let us get you started on Glamber. We will take, like I said, we'll take images of the item, we'll describe them, we'll take measurements, and we'll get them ready for you to upload them so you don't have to do a thing.
So is it quite easy to do this?
It is very easy to do it yourself. That was the whole premise behind Glamber, to make sure that it was very easy for you to upload. But these things do take time, as in, going up into the loft and grabbing your clothes out and then staging them in a certain way.
Yeah.
It can be a little bit time consuming.
Okay.
So
For anyone that's thinking about it, I know
anyone's
people have got in touch with me and
Yeah.
it's a great time to bring your items and get them listed on the day.
Let's get them listed there and then.
Okay. So, Rye, tell us, how many spaces do you have left for exhibitors?
We've got spaces left. However, I think we're going to get to a stage where we're going to have to say no more. So I think we can take up to about 20 more
Okay.
quite comfortably.
I guess that's dependent on size and space that
Yeah,
they need.
I mean, we are carefully looking at the categories now. We've had to cap a few. So it really depends on what category they fall under. Like Amber said earlier, we are trying to bring something different and something quirky to the pop-up as well. So we've had to cap a few categories. So we're really keen to hear from anyone does something unique and different to get in touch with us. So
I'm really glad you said that you're capping it, because sometimes you can walk into a pop-up and there's about 10 jewellery places, and it's a little bit unfair then.
Absolutely.
For the businesses.
We've been really careful about that. We don't want to have too... So even with the jewellers, I've looked at everyone really, really carefully and made sure no one does too much of the same stuff.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it just makes it unfair, and I want everyone to have a successful day and make profit on the day. That's what they're there for. But so yeah, there's jewellery and clothing we've had to cap, but there's spaces for something unique, a little bit different, which we're really keen to hear about. So we are getting the response, actually. I had a really busy day yesterday. I've got some calls booked in later today. So
Brilliant.
yeah.
Love that. Yeah. Okay, so these lovely ladies are here to support your business, raise awareness for your business, give you a platform, and as you heard, they're doing a little bit differently. They're going to support you by Zoom calls, training, making sure you feel comfortable on the day. So if you are a newbie to this, definitely get in touch with them. Big Fat Indian Pop-Up on Instagram, and you can also contact them on their personal pages. So we have Glambar.official and
Rye makeup artist.
she's also a makeup artist, so Rye makeup artist. So if you have any questions, please do get in touch. And of course, there's going to be more pop-ups throughout the year, so keep following them. Thank you. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you.